So this will be my opinion on whether you should buy the Gypsy Cob horse in Red Dead Redemption 2 online. Before we get started, just some fun facts for all you horse fans out there, that this kind of breed, the Gypsy Cob, wasn't even recognised as a breed until 1996. This was also the first time the horse was imported to the United States. Gypsy Cobs are known for their power, friendly personalities and calm attitude. They are powerful enough to pull a truck that is fully loaded, yet make an exceptional family horse. So saying all that, how does it perform in the game? So the first thing I wanted to test out was how the Norfolk Roadster's stamina was. So what I did was I went and got my other horse, the Norfolk Roadster, which is max bond level, and I brought it to my camping tall trees outside, just outside the Aurora Basin. I plotted a course on my map from the Aurora Basin to Armadillo, and I raced it flat out, following the trail on the map to see how far it could get before it fully tired out. It tired out in 3 minutes 53, the Norfolk Roadster, and it got to probably just outside of Armadillo. I then repeated this with the Gypsy Cob, and it lasted 4 minutes 30 seconds, and it passed straight through the town of Armadillo, and it about knackered out just on the outskirts. So from my experiment, it beat the Norfolk Roadster on stamina. I made the test as fair as I could. I equipped them both in the same saddle, the Panther Trail saddle, and by the experiment, yeah, the Gypsy Cob beat the Norfolk Roadster for stamina. By not much, about 30 seconds, but you still get a bit more of a journey out of the Gypsy Cob than the Norfolk Roadster. The next thing I wanted to try was how easily the horse spooks. So I headed down to just past Lemony to see some friendly alligators and see how close I could get the Gypsy Cob to these alligators without it flinging me off the horse. I tried it about 3 or 4 times, see how it goes. I got in fairly close, closer than I thought, to be fair. I didn't think the Gypsy Cob would get as close as I thought it would, but it does spook a little bit easy, I would say. It tends to buckle and throw you off fairly easy. It don't give you much warning, it's bamming you straight off. As you can see from this video, I'm trying to edge as close as I can here, but you can see the horse is not having any of it, and bam, off I go. And like I said, I repeated this about 3 times. One good thing the horse does is when you whistle it does hold and it does come back fairly quickly. So I give the Gypsy Cob that. I'm not running all over the map after it once it's spooked. It does seem to be fairly obedient, which again surprised me. This is me just going for another attempt. I wanted to see if I could get any closer with the alligator head on, but I got about the same distance again. It didn't want to have much of it, to be fair. It's just pulling away. Look, one thing I have noticed since the update, just going off subject, is the horses seem to pull a lot more now. I don't know what it is. Like if you're going for a little gap in the fence and you try and line your horse up, it will pull off to the right and kind of fling you off. And that's another thing. I'm being flung off my horse left, right and centre as well. So if you have just purchased the Gypsy Cob and you think it's that horse doing that, it's not. It's happening with all horses. I've noticed it since the update. It may just be me. It might just be me, but I don't know. If you leave a comment at the bottom if you're noticing it happening to you as well. The next test was to see how well it did in battle. So I took it on a moonshiner mission, the one where you have to free land, and I just rode in, see what it did. And as you can see from the footage, it don't budge. It hardly spooked. It took a few hits and it took them well. I could practically line up my shots. I wasn't swaying. It holded its own, and that surprised me really. That was the one that I thought I would be all over the shop with, but nah. It stood there in battle. It stood proud. It stood well, and I was very surprised. And that made me like this horse a hell of a lot more than I thought I was going to like it. and overall I'm more than happy with the Gypsy Cob. In fact, I'm thinking I've never changed from my local grocer, to be fair, but this horse, with its looks and how it operates and its versatility and in free roam, it I wouldn't say it excels in anything, but as an all-round game, it's going to be a hard horse to beat in my eyes. I like it. It's a good horse. There was two varieties you could choose from, the Splash Bay or the Splash Piebald, I think it was. The horse you can see in the video is the Splash Bay. I thought it looked the better horse. I think it sets you back about $665, but I'm sure in the pass or a previous pass that I've had, there's a coupon where it's like 30%, so I didn't pay the full 665. And once you've leveled it up to level 4 bonding, it's a good horse. I'd definitely recommend that if you've got the dollars spare, that you invest in this horse and try it out for yourself. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I hope this video has helped you out in making your choice. It's not a poor horse by all means. I rate it up there even if the stats don't say so. Like I said, once you get it fully leveled up, put a decent saddle on it, you'll be well away. Thanks for watching.